All right. I believe we are live. Hey, Lynn, could you grab that other phone of mine? Thanks. Broadcast heart rate. All right, with the live streaming, this thing does. There we go. We need some prodding. It's a little slow. Okay, so today is just an easy flat route ride. So yesterday, yesterday I did a live feed to excuse me, to Twitch, and let's see, I want to do kind of a flatter route. I think we'll do this one. Yeah, kind of like the France routes. Excuse me. Go. Excuse me. All right. Put the mic there. Doing a bit of a mic test. Cool. I think it's working fine. So this is going to YouTube and Twitch, which is used YouTube for a long time, but we just started posting a bunch of stuff on YouTube lately. Trying to get a channel going for the shop, and actually not just for the shop, just in general for some other stuff we want to do as well. The Twitch app is a totally new one for me, so I did a test of sending something to Twitch yesterday, and then, of course, in order to send to both places, I had to pay for some software so I could multi-stream it. So hopefully this is all going to work out. My laptop is pretty old. It's like 11 years old, I think. Yeah. So I repeatedly run into a few challenges, software-wise, and trying to get some of these videos done that I've been doing lately. But we'll get it sorted out. So just trying to get this tested so that I think probably watching these Zwift feeds will be a bit boring on rides like today. So today's just going to be, I need to spin my legs for about an hour, recovery base, keeping it light, but if I do some interval workouts or whatever, it might be more interesting. So what's kind of interesting is to see the chat. That's going on. So I'm streaming this through a software called StreamYard, and then it kicks it out to both YouTube and Twitch. Just trying to figure out how to use it all. So it's a little bit weird, live streaming, something I do. Kind of interesting, but we'll see. A couple people joined. Should be fun. So we've been kicking out, I guess you call them shop chats, and been recording them. We might just do those live. So we kind of want to just pick we got to figure out what time works for us that we know we can hit repeatedly. And maybe do those shop chats live, because then we can catch some live Q&A, that type of thing. So of course, when I'm on here, if you got some questions for me, the shop, whatever, hit them up. Type it in. So let's see. And I can't tell where people are logged in at. I see some people checking it out. There we go. So oops. I'm going to switch my YouTube accounts here. Cool. So it appears that on my screen up here, I can see the comments from both Twitch and the YouTube at the same time. On my main screen, I have another monitor in front of me here. So I'm playing Zwift off of an iPad, or I'm sorry, not an iPad, an MacBook. Again, pretty old one. And then I have an HDMI cord running to a TV. And the delay seems to be better. Yesterday, when I was testing it, I tried doing it through like the AirPlay. It was very slow. It's still a little slow through the HDMI, but not as bad. But yeah, like I said, thought it might be fun to stream these doing workouts. I don't do too many workouts, but I managed to build up a pretty good base this past 6-7 weeks. And so I probably will actually do some purposeful interval works. And maybe it's be fun to live stream them. I know I'm not much into Zwift racing. I've probably done, I can't remember, but no more than 5 Zwift workouts. Or I'm sorry, Zwift races. And I turn my fan on. kicker fan, super expensive. Pretty awesome Bluetooth control on it. Excuse me. So the route I'm doing in, the France World, it's a pretty good route for doing easy zone 2 riding. Should have grabbed my coffee. Wonder if Lynn's paying attention following. Made a fresh pot of coffee, and I failed to bring one down. Sometimes these easy morning rides, it's kind of enjoyable to have a cup of coffee while I'm going. But wonder, yeah, we may have to do some group rides or something on Zwift and live stream them. I'll live stream me. Yeah. The others might not want to. So the other thing I got to play around with is, I think, this extra software feed that allows me to stream to both multiple apps, YouTube and Twitch at the same time. I think I can add a second camera and then put a camera down on the cassette, which, I don't know, might be interesting. So I'll have like a dual 2 picture-in-pictures. One on me. You may not want to see my ugly mug. And the other one on the cassette. So I'm not at the shop. I'm at my house. In kind of our trainer dungeon. Oh my gosh. Lynn was listening. She heard me mention coffee.
I heard you wanted a refill.
Thank you, dear.
You're welcome.
See? Morning coffee on the trainer. It's pretty late morning though. We have a weird schedule. Our schedule is late. Yeah, we're just kind of in tune to shop close at 6. We often get tied up there late. We don't eat dinner until 9 o'clock at night a lot of times. So our mornings are not standard traditional corporate America cubicle mornings. They're a bit delayed because our evenings run late. Kids, the same situation. They do online school. So they kind of self-manage their schedule. They hit all their live lessons throughout the day. But they're up late too. Mostly just so we can still get our family time while we're trying to run the business. And then the mornings, if we're not at the shop, it's a lot of behind the scenes. Taking care of the business end of the shop, which we can do remote a lot of the times, which is nice. We get all kinds of suggestions for the shop, but our hours at the shop are pretty purposeful. When we're at the shop, we like to take time, engage and talk with customers coming in the shop. And I don't like using the term customers a lot because a lot of our customers are, I guess, friends or perceived friends. We've got to know each other really well. So whether we're friends or we're friendly, I guess it doesn't really matter, but we like to take time and have a bit of community in the shop. Obviously, some people are in and out, picking something up fast. Others come by the shop to grab a coffee and hang out, see what's going on, chat bikes. Probably chat about in person a lot of stuff that you might do otherwise do podcasts or YouTube shows on. But so since we do like to do that, and I think it's part of an integral part of the business, we don't get a lot of productive work done during the day. At least not all of us. So I don't. Lynn doesn't. So we have to do that outside of shop hours. On the days we have service help in the back, they can plug along uninterrupted. But we tend to get a lot of big project work too at our shop, troubleshooting stuff. And this is going to be tooting our own horn a bit. We've often, a big portion of our service business has been built off of solving some weirdo problems that people have had on complicated bikes. And then they tell their friend about it. So we do get, I guess I'll hesitate to say it, but almost like a consulting or but a troubleshooting work to solve some weirdo problems, whether it's tandems or some of these fully integrated bikes that somebody finally brings in because they've had it around various places or try to figure something on their own. They just can't figure it out. It's usually something very simple that somebody missed, but we have to kind of tear into the bike or deep dive it to sort it out. Assuming they're willing to pay for some shop time to get it done. I don't know where I was going with that. But anyway, so a lot of that work has to get done if I need to focus on something outside of shop hours. Which happens in the morning, evening. We'll close the shop down on Wednesdays. But just dealing with vendors and all that kind of stuff happens out a lot of times after hours too, before or after. We did get rid of one major brand in our shop last year. It just inherently took a lot of our time on the back end for various reasons, whether it was keeping up with their back end information, service bulletins, warranty stuff, back orders a mess. We personally just have way more time available to us after not after getting rid of that vendor. If you follow the shop, you know what I'm talking about. They make good bikes, but making good bikes is only part of the equation. I don't know if you're like me, but if I'm riding, especially if it's cold outside, or if I'm on the train or I get the fan kicked on, I don't know what it is. Drippy nose. So what I'm curious about is after these, so on Twitch, the live stream I think stays up for like 7 days, and then YouTube, it must just stay up. I'm not sure, but we're gonna find out. That's why we're doing this. So it's a test. You sit there and you try to figure it all out and delay doing anything. So you got it all figured out. And the only way to get it figured out is do it multiple times. Took Edison a while to get a functioning light bulb. Just trying to keep the wattage lighter down by recovery zone, but it's a little hard to do that on the trainer. Seat gets a little hard if you're not putting any power down. It's always kind of funny is when you're on Zwift and then you run into somebody that, you know, you're like, these people are using this all over the world. They must somehow have people in and out based on location. In order for you to randomly run into people that you know in real life. So let's see, this has been live for about 30 minutes, a little over. Ride's about 27 minutes in. Here's some fun stuff, like different views. Oh, it still got me on the Sparrow. I thought I switched bikes yesterday. Apparently not. Maybe I didn't do it because I was in the middle of the ride. I'll have to do it at the end of this ride. Yeah, but there's all kinds of views you can get. It's not 7. Kind of a flyby. I know, I'm not wearing a helmet. Chopper view. Well, I think I'm gonna throw some music in. Since I'm live streaming, I gotta put headphones in because of copyright issues. But No sprints today. Just chilling. I'll give him a ride on. Oh, missed it. So I got the fan going, but I don't like it blowing in my face. It makes my nose drip, so I try to keep it kind of my chest legs. My head still sweats. I've got some sweatbands, but this will be dirty. If you're out there paying attention, toss it a thumbs up, drop a comment. So I don't know if I'll stream all these in the future, but for sure, I think if I'm doing like an FTP test or I'm going to hit some of the good Zwift climbs, I'll definitely live stream those because that's fun. For me, it's a weird kind of fun. If you want to follow along and you're on a trainer, go for it. If you're sitting on your couch watching, you should get on your trainer and watch. So yesterday, Lynn told me that the gear shifts were big, huge, loud chunks. So I don't know. I have this like Rode microphone. I have it kind of set up right here. I don't really want to wear it on the trainer. I think the voice is picking up, but yeah, the frequency of the gear shifts might get a little loud. And then I don't know if you're hearing the kicker climb going up and down, but here, we'll use this little eagle guy. Whoops, I used the wrong spot. I'm going uphill. That's a bad place to use it. Aero boost going uphill. Kind of wasted that one. This is where I should use the aero boost at. Okay, so yesterday my companion app wasn't working when I was streaming to Twitch, but now it's working. Let's see what that looks like. It's the Zwift app. So you can basically see a screen on there, but you can zoom in and out of the route, the map better. And then if you go by like a handful of people and you want to, whatever, give them a ride on or something, you can do it all at once. You can do U-turns. You can change your screen view. I do it on my laptop in front of me. It's easier. It's just the number buttons. You can take like screenshots. So like Zwift takes screenshots throughout your ride. It just pops them into your Zwift or Strava photos. And I don't know, maybe because we're all got an 8-year-old inside of us, we mess around. So I take my own screenshots throughout the ride sometimes, just because it's fun. It's a video game. It's more entertaining if you just embrace it as a video game. So for instance, yeah, we'll do like a side shot, and then I'll take a picture of that. I'll put that on my actually, Zwift knows that you took the photo while you're riding, so it'll like just put it on its own. It's not a big deal. This whole virtual world thing for me is kind of weird. I don't like social media relationships. I like real life ones. I don't follow everybody back on Strava. I follow more people that I don't know on Strava than I do know. No offense, I'm not. It's just I'd rather hear about your ride in person the next time I see you than already know everything that's been going on in your life. But I do follow some people that I know and I see regularly. But wait, we're kind of communicating and chatting and shop a lot. So I'm kind of already in, see what they're doing, and it's fun to encourage and that type of thing. Or if they're always doing like big old rides, but I tend to stop following people that like post every yoga workout, every time they walk their dog. I just, for some reason, Siri thought I was talking. I do not do the whole thing either. So, be interesting to see. I think there's a handful of people that popped in and out of here randomly between Twitch and YouTube. We're just gonna keep doing it, see what happens. So pretty close to the end of this lap, but I'm gonna ride a little bit longer. I wanted to do about an hour. Should probably 10:30 is probably the, yeah. So maybe not quite an hour. I'll stretch it. I probably need to be off here by 10:30. The work to do. Legs are still feeling a little fatigue, subjectively speaking, from my big January push. But I've been getting my heart rate variability under control. And usually if I keep my heart rate under 130 for these rides, it'll be good. Still kind of recover, or it doesn't really fatigue me much at all. If I go over 140, then I'm kind of getting into that tempo, and the fatigue starts to, like, I won't. It's no longer a recovery ride. Actually, mid 130 is about that. It's kind of a pretty solid upper zone 2. My wattage at the upper zone 2 is like 220-ish. I ride for quite a while now anyway. But I will fatigue there though. So and I don't know. Let's talk about power. I think it's important to be cognizant of what your heart rate is for your power. And everybody's like, oh, it changes, it's variable. And it's variable for reasons. In my opinion. I'm not a doctor or sports scientist. But if my heart rate's varying for some reason or different than what it normally is, I could track it to something. Whether that was crappy food, alcohol, lack of sleep. There's something that's impacting and making it either go high, low, dehydration. So if my heart rate's a bit irregular with what it normally would be for a power, something's going on. My experience. You do you. There, we'll hit the little drafting boost. just checking in on logging into the channel, see what the live stream looks like on your end. I can definitely see, so I can see that there's some delay, or the live stream of Zwift is, Zwift is a little twitchy. So in my Zwift screen, my cadence and legs are moving, consistently, as good as they can be digitally. But there's definitely lag or glitchy in the live stream feed. So that's my ghost from the previous lap. Trying that out. See if I can post a comment or answer a question to both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. I think somebody just popped in on YouTube. But I'm about done. I got some work done. So, whoever popped in, thanks for joining. We'll do more of these. I'm out. I gotta find my cursor. I just lose it on the dual screens. And right, oh, look at that. We got something new in the garage. New pair of shoes. What do we got? Oh, it's these ones. So yesterday, when I was testing out this dual live stream, my I don't like those. I like the old school ones. None of my Zwift stuff was syncing. So anyway, cool. We're gonna end the ride. Actually, see where I'm at on elevation. 86% complete on Everest, which is cool because it's all like real climbing. Like I don't do like if I do a workout in Zwift, I do a flat route. I kind of like to knock off the climbs. That's like with the climb device and like 100% capacity because I don't know, it's fun. It's part of the challenge. End ride. Okay. So we do have a Mac on Bike Shop Club. Look it up. It just started it, so there's just a few of us. And I'm going to slide over. My Climb device is still, so I'm going to slide over here and shut off the live stream. Have a good one. It takes a few minutes. Still some